Looks like hole one is unplayable today. It's all good though. Start on two. One of the easier courses in Austin. Everything here is a par 3, but not without its like technical demanding shots here and there. It's a really cool course. Good practicing location, and it's gonna work well for me just because everything I'm doing today is forehand only challenge. Friday the 31st of January, beautiful day here in Austin, Texas. Perfect for some disc golf. My name is Raven. Welcome to the channel if you haven't watched my videos yet. And yeah, today, getting a little practice in. I'm gonna do everything forehand today except for my putts. That's gonna be backhand, obviously. And I have a C-tier tournament next week, and I need all the practice I can get. But if I finish under par, I'll be really happy. Typically on a good day, I would shoot like, I don't know, -9, -10. Filming this is gonna be kind of tricky. The park is packed right now. Again, weather's really nice. People are taking advantage of it, so I don't blame them. I think I forgot to mention before, I didn't mean to, but I bagged like almost everything latitude 64. So that's gonna be the challenge today. Forehand, lat 64, pure, ballista, explorer, havoc, grace. Wait, yeah, ballista again. Oh no, sorry, river. That was the first one, river. And then my favorite, Huck Lab, compass. Okay, never mind. It looks like I will be able to play hole one off the bat. They finished whatever course maintenance they were doing. I like it a lot for the hyzer backhand line. I have it in the front facing camera. I'm not even gonna try to show the basket until I set up the tripod. As usual, I'm going 2 off the top. Probably Grace and Havoc. After that, I'm gonna give myself 1 mulligan on the front 9 and 1 on the back. I don't know if you can tell, that turned into a roller. I should have thought about the right to left wind. That wasn't very smart. First one got way more distance. I'm taking the second. That stayed in the fairway. I was happy with that shot. All right, yeah, pretty satisfied with that second shot. I'm within circle 2, so I will be going backhand since it's a putt. The trick is, you know, putting with drivers, obviously. That's what I need to be doing. It's not just player B. It's the wrong disc entirely. Not one I would ever go forehand for. Forehands are so weird. Like either I woefully undershoot or overshoot by a ton just with a simple flick of the wrist. I like the shape of that. Turn it over a little too much. Got a good skip up the hill with the stability of that ballista. Unfortunately, I think birdie might be off the table if I'm as obstructed as I think I am. I've wound up on that left side before. A little trick shot through the trees, perhaps. Oh, that was terrible. Hole 4, no signage whatsoever, but this one is much better for a forehand line. Down and to the right behind that pile of dirt. This time I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle. I'm thinking Grace should be the pick. If I do probably a standstill forehand, good amount of hyzer, nice snap out of the wrist. Something that I'm really bad about doing is following through on my shots, specifically forehands. Should give me a chance. I've birdied this once or twice from standstill forehand. Oh, my video quality sucks on this phone, so I don't know if I'll even be able to really capture what just happened, but that was the luckiest skip off that tree branch. The throw wasn't terrible. Height was off, but the line was what I wanted. And somehow it just managed to sneak through and slide right up to the basket. So we should have like a 10 foot putt somewhere around there. That was super lucky. I'm gonna throw one more just for the practice. Oh, not bad. The stability gave that a huge flare skip, but that's still playable. First one though. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully it's as close as I think it is. Oh yeah, dude, look at that. Right there. You know, as they say, if you can't be good, be lucky. So we're gonna consider that parked. That's basically a tap in. But just for perfunctory's sake, here you go. Oh, and actually the second one wasn't bad either. That's still in the circle. Let's see if it would have been meant to be. Nope. Nope. Wow. Well, as long as I just park everything, I won't miss. That's the trick. Hole 5. This one's fun. Got some danger down there on the left with the hill that comes into play pretty fast, but the basket right now is straight ahead between those trees. Apologies about my tripod. It's falling apart and I can't see anything through the screen, but yeah, that's hopefully this is lined up okay. I'm gonna go wide hyzer forehand around the left side, let it crash in. Probably gonna go ballista again. Oh, I usually wind up short on this hole. Shout out to my buddy Mikey, who nearly aced this last time. Through these two trees, up the gut, hit the band. It was so close. I'd say tragic, but it was an awesome shot. And wow, I went way long. I would have been perfect for the other pin position, but I think I'm circled too long. I don't know how that went in. That was such a lofty putt. I didn't want to go down the hill, so it was a big like up-down motion. Feel like I missed my line and it still went in. Disc golf, am I right? But yeah, so 2 down through 5. This is going better than I thought it would. Hole 6, elevated pin back there. You've got the OB trail on the left and the pin, like I said, elevated straight ahead. Forehand isn't too bad. Flirting with those trees on the left can be a little bit tricky. I'm probably gonna go with more of a spike forehand shot. Just try and play this for par. Pretty much what I wanted. Oh no. That's so irritating. I missed my shot terribly. I have no excuses for myself beyond the fact there's somebody behind me and I rushed it. But that's the nature of the game. When I'm out here shooting these videos, I have to either speed it up or let them play through, which I might do on the next hole. It's hard for me to focus when I've got somebody like right on my tail. So unfortunate bogey there with it was a birdogey, had that birdie look. I'm still shooting 1 under. This next one's gonna be really hard for me on a forehand line. I'm thinking probably mid-range, as flat out of the hand as I can. Mando to the left, keeping you away from that trail. Basket's ahead. There's a trail that runs next to it. Usually we don't play that as out of bounds, just the one that goes that way. So depending, usually when I play like Sunday doubles, they'll do it as an island hole. But for the sake of this video, it's just typical rules. So first path, not OB. Didn't go OB, so that's good. Oh, just a little apprehensive. Hole 8. Pin is right up there, behind the trees. Nothing too complex. All right, not the best, not the worst. That was satisfying. Back to 2 under par. And now on to hole 9. Oh, hello, disc. I don't know how the hell that wound up over here. That's not even remotely close. Go for it. Yeah, I'm taking a little while.
All right, thank you.
Yep. That was weird. That was kind of weird. I don't know what happened there. I feel like I threw that pretty well. Got a decent feeling snap, and it just dropped to the ground. It's the thing with forehand shots that just seem to confuse the crap out of me. Is sometimes they drop, sometimes I throw them way long, sometimes at the ground, sometimes straight up in the sky. Yeah, I don't know. That's the whole point of this video, at least. Hopefully I can kind of dial this in from this distance. Not a forehand shot I would typically make, definitely not on an upshot. I guess probably mid-range, throw the compass on a lot of Annie. I'm sorry, a lot of hyzer. Sit. Oh my God. Like that. I put nothing on that and it just soared past the basket. I don't get it. It's really just so bizarre to me and frustrating. I like throwing forehands, but they're so erratic and hard for me to gauge and understand that, yeah, I don't know. It's an enigma. Let's see here if I can make this circle 2 putt. The inconsistencies, man. There's the pen. Now I could be all pedantic and split hairs and be like, oh, I could throw a forehand roller, which if that happens, ironically, this guy in front of me is throwing forehand rollers. If that happens, it's an accident. I'm not trying to. I want this to be an actual air shot. Going over toward the practice basket. Crappy par. I use my mulligan. You know what? I never used the one on the front. Therefore, I shall not use another one. That's it. One mulligan, no mas. Hole 11, arguably one of the easiest holes on the course and very much a forehand chip shot. Although really easy to screw up. That fence gets in the way, these tree branches up here, and it's also really easy to throw long and like straight into the creek. And that right there is what I was saying. It's so easy to overthrow this. It's all downhill. The temptation is to ace run it. And I mean, why the hell not? Especially during practice round. That's not too bad. Right there, edge of circle 1. Having that fence right in front of me caused me to like throw a weird Anheuser putt. Whiffed it. You go ahead, man. I'm taking a while.
Okay, thanks, man. I just parked right up there. I wanted to do this one last time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a fun one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. As that guy plays through, it did occur to me there's a bunch of cars parked on the right side, so I do need to make sure to give this. I need to make sure to give this plenty of turn so I don't hit one of them. I've done that before on this hole. That fought out so fast, but I didn't hit a car, so that's good. Whether or not I'm out of bounds is a different question. All right, better than I thought. From my perspective, it looked like it was way further right than that. Here we go. Downhill, scary, circle 2 putt. Gotta run it, right? I got scared. And player B, driver putt. Once again, why? Why does that keep happening? If only there was some like hack in disc golf where you could have the confidence and fluidity of that player B putt for player A. The flight wasn't very pretty, but I'm in a decent spot here. I think the tree is, yeah, actually, I think the tree's dead in my way. Yup. Damn it. Okay, another chance for a highlight putt. Trick shot around the tree, hyzer shot. Why? Why does that keep happening? Oh my god. Maybe I should putt with my mid-range. Ballista. Nearly connected for the birdie on that one. I just got a little timid on the putt. What is this, hole 15? The old hole 14 or 13? I forget what that was, but this totally lines up for a forehand. Of course, we're on the long pin, so it's really gonna test my distance. Yeah, just throw it far. Don't let it go left OB into that parking lot over there. And yeah, rip it. Let's go. Got a really strong right to left tailwind. It's not great, but I'm safe. Got a little scared there for a moment. It looked like he was going to continue turning left, but the disc, its integrity held and it's stabilized like 2/3 of the way through the flight and came back into the fairway. So got a long C2 birdie look. Disc is there. Metal chain basket thingy is there. I'm gonna film this from behind. There's nobody immediately behind me, so I'm gonna get all cinematic with this. That'd be really cool if I made this putt having it framed up down the ditch. That was like the putt earlier on, what was it, like hole 5 where I had no faith in it whatsoever. I just kind of lobbed it up into the sky and it happened to connect. But that was awesome. I'm so glad that went in. The Pure. Thank you. You know, if nothing else, this round has taught me that I really like that new Ballista. It's not very domey, just domey enough, but stiff, like a nice stiff flight plate, which I really like for forehand shots. And same reason why I still bag this Grace. It's a first run. Everything they made after that, it's like the plastic seemed thinner on the flight plate. And it's too domey, whereas this thing's absolutely perfect, but it's also really heavily seasoned and now significantly more understable. So the Ballista, this one has replaced that same shot for me with a bit more stability. And since it's solid white, I really like that red stamp, so I'm not getting rid of it, the Albert Tam stamp, but I'm definitely gonna dye it soon. Anyways, my talking aside, here we are, hole 16. This one's been shortened again, which in my opinion is good because it plays similar to the rest of the course. What had happened before is they took out that first pin and you had to play to the elevated. Reason they did that is because you backtrack, you go over there and you play back this direction to the elevated pin. So whenever there are tournaments or leagues, doubles, whatever, the cards would back up on each other because they'd have to wait for the other card to throw. So I'm not really sure why they brought this back. I know last time I came here with my buddy Mikey, 18 was closed, so maybe that's why. Either way, not the end of the world, just kind of lackluster on the next hole. But this one's pretty good for forehand. I usually play this for par, forehand out into the open, stay away from that stuff on the left. That is the worst. There is some rough on the right side, harder to get to. Just swing it out around this tree. I used to go backhand understable fairway, but it's pretty risky with that semi-low ceiling. Yeah, I guess probably go with that Ballista again after I talked it up so much. The main thing I feel like I keep forgetting is the snap of the wrist. Everything else is sort of coming together, but I can't seem to remember to actually follow through. Big skip, left it short, but that's not too bad. Can I make another crazy circle 2 putt? Let's see. I feel like I've used up all my luck already. Gave it a chance. That felt pretty good. I'm not upset with that at all. Now for as long as this exists is hole 17. Pro tip, leave your stuff here after you throw. Just grab your putter, your mid, whatever, make the shot, walk over there. You don't need to lug all your stuff back with you because you're just gonna backtrack again anyway over to 18. So it's not a perfect layout. Oh, there's somebody in front of me. I think I've gotten chipped forehanded this once or twice. It's not the play for me, but it's not terrible either. I'm just gonna leave my camera here, see if I can film the rest from a great distance. Not at all. No, you're good. I was gonna cut everything off up to that point anyway, so totally fine.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
All good. We made it to the end. Hole 18. Maybe temporary hole 18. I'm not sure what they're doing with the park, but looks like we're on the long pin. Normally I love this shot. It's a long, satisfying, pushing hyzer that I like to shoot with a more understable disc. With this on a forehand, I really don't know, but as long as I don't double bogey, we're good. I've never gone forehand off the tee for this. Everything about it just screams backhand hyzer. It makes no sense to throw a forehand here unless you have no backhand throw whatsoever. Or if you're lefty, then that makes sense. I'm not doing that. So I think probably the Havoc with a lot of height. Turned into a thrower. I didn't know if that would fight out or not. And it didn't really. But the good thing is, it didn't go into the brush on the left. And as it started to roll back right, I got caught up on some reeds. That was so inside. I just felt it rolling off my fingers early. Gonna have a long putt back for par. Bogey to end it. Not ideal, but I'm pretty sure I finished that one under par. Unless I'm miscalculating or I missed something along the way. I'll know once I go back through all this footage, obviously. But I believe I only used one mulligan, excuse me, one mulligan and the 2 off the top. And overall, pretty happy with that. That was, like I said several times now, better than I would typically do. Forcing myself to play forehand only is definitely a weird challenge. This is one of the easier courses to do it on in Austin for sure. But I look forward to doing it again soon. I might make this like a recurring theme just to kind of like gauge where my process is. When it comes down to the nitty gritty, I do need to have a reliable forehand. And this is gonna help. This is gonna help really hone that in. Thank you for watching my disc golf video. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. So hopefully I can get more people watching and more people that can maybe give me tips, pointers along the way on how to be more, be a better disc golfer. Isn't that what we all want? With that C tier coming up next week, I'm definitely nervous but excited. I haven't played a tournament in a long time and probably gonna embarrass myself. I don't care. I'm just excited to get back at it. And this season, it's Disc Golf 2025. I'm all about it.